I guess we're gonna rogue people now. Shit. 3-drops are really hard to find right now. Rogue doesn't have that many. None of the new cards are 5+ cost, so just take the 3-drop because 3s are hard to get right now. Fan is okay. Fairy Tricks usually goes off, especially, I mean, people are picking more spells right now, right? We take Shiv over Scale Rider. Ambush has been very good. Ambush lost us that game, so. Guardian Og has a higher win rate though, by a little bit. They're both really strong cards. We actually have a lot of removal already. We actually have a lot of like all removal situational cards right now. I think I might actually want this here, even though I think I normally would pick this actually. But because our hand is literally, our deck so far is literally all this stuff. It's fine. This is basically just a 2-mana 2/3 poisonous, right? So it's actually the more proactive card. I think we'll take it. Scar of Kenshin, thanks for the follow. Temple Berserker. Versus Candle Breath. Versus Danksteed. Hogsteed and Temple Berserker both have very similar win rates. I wouldn't hate having a Candle Breath, but I don't think we can take it right now. Because we have all this situational stuff right now, I kind of feel like this is better. Probably Feral Cat, right? Flybitter's win rate's actually pretty close. The Reborn pool is just pretty good right now. And then you say that and immediately get nothing but Generous Mummies, but, you know. This card's actually not bad in Rogue if you have 2s. But you just play it on 1. But it's trash late game. I think we'd rather just have this. It's more consistent. Take a Scribe, I guess. This is not... I don't know how good Wretched Tutor is. I've seen people get wrecked by it, but on average, I don't think it's that good. Especially if you're trying to be the aggressive player, you don't really want it. Murloc wins games. Wins games for your opponent. It gives them the Sir Finley. Self-sharpening sword is 57%. That's pretty high. Not that high. It's like this thing's the same win rate as like Fishy Flyer. Probably this. Thresher might be pretty strong actually. We're trying to be on board, and if we're on board, it has a higher win rate than Bigglewolf. It's, you know, if your opponent has a low curve and you get ahead and you play this, the game ends instantly. I think it's worth it. I haven't played with it yet. We actually have 2 secrets already. This might be worth it. This is obviously very good. We have 2 6s already. We already have 1 Scribe. I think it might be the Stunner. Because we also have no Assassinate effect. I'll try it. Shit. And we had like 2 Mage Scribes in the last deck, and honestly they didn't do that much. But they only gave us Eye for an Eyes, which was kind of a problem. We do want... we have 2 6s. These are like both kind of cards I would want. I think honestly the deck is probably worse if we don't have one of these than if we don't have one of these. Probably this. I don't think... we do have like a fan and stuff, but I think this is a better card. Pull our Feral Cat out of our deck. We have no weapon buff, so this is 4 mana draw 2, which is pretty bad. This is still a 3-drop. It pulls the Stunner out too. Really bad, actually. I'll try this. Psychic's been decent. That's our only stealth, right? Oh, actually, we have Scorpid too. I think it's kind of silly when you have Scorpid, actually. Or I take the Mana Saber. I don't think we want this. Yeti. Gonna keep giving us sprints against. Eventually, we're gonna have to take one. I think we do actually take this one. Although Rush Lake Thresher is actually pretty hilarious. Rush Scorpid too. Ooh. Rush Scorpid and Rush Lake Thresher. I don't know. I think we do actually want to sprint in this deck. Oh my god, we actually got Kidnapper. Okay. You've lost 2 games as expansion to Thresher Broomstick. I haven't seen that yet. That would be glorious though. Probably want a Betrayal. This is like, even with this sprint, I feel like this is too light. It's like I wanted to draft aggro, but we're just like we're not getting enough curve minions, so it's not gonna work. I don't know. I also don't want more reactive stuff. Yeah, try this. 4 mana, 4/2, equip a dagger, maybe. Or Wolf. Wolf can be good. We don't have enough 2s even. Fine. We actually don't want a dagger on 2, which means the 4-drop is probably pretty bad most of the time. I do kind of like Rager in this deck. How good are 1-mana spells in Rogue? I feel like they're kind of bad actually, aren't they? I mean, there's like 3 of them that are terrible, and there's like 1 of them that's playable, and then the other 5 are decent to good. This one is insane. I mean, this one's also insane. I mean, I'm looking at this, it's like I should probably just look at the win rate of Spelkin, actually. I'm in trouble with this. Mind Ranger actually has a higher win rate by a pretty wide margin. I do really like this because it has 5 attack. so this gives us like kidnapper food, just like a combo activator. Should be nice, but we have a lot of ones anyway. I think we just take this. It's more consistent. I think it's Tyrant. Flyer might be better sometimes, but Tyrant is just so much stronger of a card. Burglar's not bad. Suddenly we're like kind of looking more like a value deck, actually. Okay. I guess we try to cheese some games with this. We actually have a couple dragons. There's a chance it works, but ooh. Curve is a little weird. We don't have enough odd cost cards. We have ones to fill in though. It'll probably be okay. Deck's a little weird, but I mean, we have ways to win. Which is kind of more than we could say for our last deck. So, a lot of games we're gonna like absolutely crush probably like 2 or 3 people, and we're gonna like be struggling every other game. Probably. We shouldn't have this longer queue at 0-0. It's probably bugged. Yep. Actually, I'll be right back, guys.
Versus Jaina.
You asked for it. None can escape my fury.
We just keep this thing. I mean, one obvious problem with this deck is we don't have a single Cursed Vagrant. We did take a Scorpit though, which sometimes is about as good as Cursed Vagrant, actually. Sometimes. Usually not, but sometimes.
Home in the shadows.
We have good cards in our hand. We need to get them on the board though. We kind of have to coin, I feel. We coin Mana Saber. We can play Thresher. Which means he's not going to be able to stick anything on board, so it means we get Thresher on an empty board. Combustion positioning's a little weird. I think you just put big guy in the middle always, though. Even over stealth, because like if you put these two next to each other, you can combustion them.
I wonder.
I think this is also better against rolling fireball. So you have to think about rolling fireball too, theoretically.
The sands of a sculpting.
I guess it's just evasive one.
Think.
You can't flame strike yet. Honestly, you could like trade. I don't know. You could consider actually keeping. If you want to give up a minion, you keep the divine shield on your guy. It's actually not the worst idea ever. We have both of these next turn.
I brought enough for everyone.
Rip this guy. Do we ever sprint here? That's actually the best mana utilization, is to just sprint here.
I wonder.
But I mean, we can obviously just tempo out, which might be better. Does walk more into Flame Strike, but I think we actually just sprint here. If we don't sprint here, it's like we're never really gonna have a chance. We got a 1-drop, so we can actually kidnap or something if we need to.
My eyes are open.
I think our minion's still going face. We could I mean, if we want to give it health, we could trade it. But I mean,
Think.
actually, I think I like this.
Justice is mine. I got you, friend.
We force Flame Strike out of him if he has it. Rolling Fireball clears too, though. But he has to Flame Strike if he's, you know, if he has it. And then we get to just develop a full board again. We have no other stealths, right? I think so. We have no other stealth, so I think we'll play this.
Deal with it.
If we didn't have the Kidnapper in hand, we'd probably want to ambush this turn, but... Looks like a power creation. Power creation's taunts, we kind of have an issue.
You're paying.
It's not a power creation. It's just so damn hard to actually kill mages right now.
Justice is mine.
They just have so much removal, like so much premium removal. It's like, this is a 0-0 game. We can't kill them. The auto win card. Okay, he might mill himself actually. Oh, he is milling himself.
My hand is too full.
He actually has a serious mill problem here. That did nothing. Did nothing. Oh my god. This is the most troll box ever. He's just dead. Look at that.
I usually work alone.
That's how all your boxes go. How you doing, Dixus? Dude, you drew like 10 cards, right? It's just a misplay. You just need to cast Eye of the Storm twice instead. I make that misplay sometimes too, not having my puzzle boxes cast Eye of the Storm. I know. It's rough.
None can escape my fury. I am the iron hand of justice.
Been having some horrible runs trying to get back in the hang of Arena. It's Arena's a weird place right now. It does seem like there's like decks where it's just like some drafts you get nothing, man. But you know, it's just the power level is so high, and you still low roll sometimes. If you low roll, you're just kind of like completely done. Okay, we dagger this. Probably just do these next turn. Could have also, I don't know. This just gets eaten, right? Because he just daggers it. Trades and daggers. So I think this is better. I think dagger is better.
Deal with it. Hey, I got you, friend.
Playing this next turn. Our turn 5 is looking a little sketchy, is the issue. Right now our turn 5 is Berserker Dagger. I'm just gonna draw Rescued Raider though, right? Ah. What are my thoughts on animated broomstick so far? It's been pretty good when I've had it. I haven't had it that many times. It's like a card you sometimes pick, I think. I don't think it's like auto pick or anything. That seems pretty good. Like if you can afford to like have a non-value card, it seems like a good card. We might want to use a Shiv here. Probably not, though. Just we kind of need to draw, but we have, I mean, we have like our next 2 turns probably right here. We could just like believe that our next draw is Fan and Ives, and then we take the ship here, and then 1 out of 22 times we look like fucking gods and win the game. That is an option. Guess it's good we kept the ship then. So much for our 6 drop. We are now on the get fan or lose strat, so... I mean, alternatively we could like just kill both of these off. But we probably still get wrecked, right? Sometimes good at the game. And that's a pretty bad turn for him too. Gives us enough time we can play Scribe if we want to. I think we do.
Better write this down.
In the shadows, I saw something.
That's a yikes. Oh. Oh, that is a good card. That is a good card right now. I don't think we can take 3 damage right now. He's just gonna replay it. Kinda need a taunt. We don't have a taunt. I think we just have to race him. Like, even if we try to kill it, like, we could try to kill it, but it's probably not even gonna work. I think we just have to, hope for the best.
Justice is mine.
He can't play Colossus. He could play like a 4/10 or something. We do have a worm to get through most of a big taunt. But, that kills us. It's kind of problem. I don't think we could have. We could have positioned probably slightly better.
Must cleanse the sun well.
Feels like we always die. Oh my god, we win. Not even close.
Justice is mine.
Imagine if you definitely had to swing with the dagger last turn for this exact like possibility, but if we didn't swing with the dagger and you lose because of that, I would feel bad. Holy cow. It's kind of what I expected with this deck, is every game would be kind of would be really close so far. 2 for 2 on games being really close.
Demon hunter.
I have found my prey.
Maev, Illidan, I see you guys are becoming acquainted again. Natural plays to play this. The one thing is like if they play a 2/3, it's actually kind of bad. We may actually want to play this or this.
Those without eyes truly see.
Who's broken now?
They do have the 3 mana cleave, so. Nothing. Oh. That was not the random Murloc. Nice. Nice. Can debate our opponent into playing a turn 6 Cycle of Hatred and instantly winning the game.
Burn away to ash.
Okay.
You fell right into my trap.
I'm kind of okay with that. Do we want a dagger or do we want to play the Flyfish? Maybe we just play this. We're playing into, if he happens to have that AoE card. Well, either AoE, I guess. I was thinking the 2 mana one, but I guess Chaos Nova also clears, but Chaos Nova is always going to clear, right? Yeah. Could be this. Yeah, I mean, I guess this just gets... We just give him a turn and he just kills it anyway, right? Well, you can only kill half of it. Yeah, we'd probably just do this.
Hey, I got you, friend.
If we do this, he would also have Cycle of Hatred active. And yeah, that would be instantly lose the game. Because he, yeah, he swings into this with the weapon, plays Cycle of Hatred, gets like 4 things. Yeah, you definitely lose the game. I think that might... I think we're, especially because we got this back, I think we're kind of cool with that, actually. Yeah, I think that was good for us. Our hand is about the same. If anything, it's better. And, yeah. This is actually better than this right now, I think. It's a bigger taunt. Cycle of Hatred summons him 3 3/3/3s though. Every turn I'm just gonna be saying, how wrecked do we get by Cycle of Hatred?
Demons. Demons.
This would have done more damage to him though, I guess. That's the one thing. Better for curve too. It's not the worst wolf. This is okay, but the thing is, this is our combo activator now, so I think we just play this. We could, maybe this is actually better. It might be better. Because, yeah, otherwise, I mean, he wants this trade, alright? Alright. You get the Scorpid out. If you play the Scorpid, you give up your 5/4, but you get a Scorpid. Scorpion is really good against Demon Hunter, I think. But it'll always be good. That with only with only one M kind of triggers me, actually. Who's with only one M? That'd be a psychopath, right?
Say the magic word.
That's getting kidnapped. He's almost dead.
I usually work alone.
It's going to be okay.
Kidnapper's a pretty good card sometimes. It's above average card every now and then. And it looks like they had like at least a 75% reduction on looking at the stats, they had at least a 75% reduction on sap. So you could probably actually see as many kidnappers as saps, I think. So let's see what the odds of kidnapper was. Sap, kidnapper. Yeah, they're actually. I mean, that's not the wrong one. Oh wow, actually. Look at this. Kidnapper is only in 1.3% of decks. Wow. Now we just got really lucky. It looks like they would have. That must mean they have the same reduction on Kidnapper, actually. You're just not supposed to get Kidnapper.
Maiev versus Malfurion.
Do I mean above average?
None can escape
I mean,
my fury.
it's in the above average range. Which means if there is a 50% that is average. I mean, there's 50% that is above average and 50% that is below average. It is definitely in that top 50% range. Where it is in that top 50% range, we don't tell people, so we don't want them to know. Oh god, turn 1 Bacon. You love the card? You love when you have it, is what you mean. Alright, so we always give him Bluegill Warrior, right? Sounds about right. Free falling. So next turn. The problem is like we're gonna play right into swipe. We might want to do this now, actually. Alright, new plan.
Justice is mine.
He still has the coin in his hand. If you can play dirty tricks while they still have coin in hand, it's pretty good. For kind of obvious reasons, because most people don't hold the coin forever. Alrighty. It's a pretty good Rescued Raider, actually. So many good targets, especially the big Death Rattle dudes. Yeah, I mean, you mean like Colossus, and you also mean like Smug Senior, right? It does seem pretty good. The only thing is, like, I think it's like probably gonna be auto pick and Rogue. It's just you just don't get offered it that much. Rogue is usually gonna have other. The thing is, Rogue you usually have other removals, so you don't actually need it as badly. But you know, it's still very good, obviously. We just do this, right? Trade in 2 1/1s and see what happens.
Justice is mine.
Oh, he got no draws off of that. This guy doesn't have a single Og Merchant in his deck. Wow.
We must stop this corruption.
He kept I didn't see if he kept it or not, but this was in his opening hand, right? Wait, he hadn't played... He had like the thickest opening hand ever, and he just slammed a big L one anyway. It's kind of greedy. How likely are we to get coerce? We might just want to play this. If I want to be kind of greedy, we would play this and not go through this. So we have to get like exactly coerce from this card. We could like do dagger with Scorpid. I feel like this is just better though. This does push more damage.
I wonder.
It gets a dagger equipped too.
Justice is mine.
Getting the dagger out is kind of nice. It's like a lot weaker to like Starfall, but Starfall just clears us straight up. But we know he doesn't have swipe, so like.
We shall end this disturbance.
Okay. Damn, where's our secret? Could get a secret off of this actually. Ooh, that's just pretty good actually. Shiv lets us get through pretty clean. If we rampage this, just look. So we could just run through like that, but I think I'd rather do this. Nice. We trusted our deck.
Swiftly, justice is mine.
We trusted the Kidnapper top deck. That wouldn't have been bad either. Bad news for you, sir. I have even worse news for you. I mean, he's dead either way, but...
Don't let the door hit you.
No play.
So this guy, wait, in his opening hand was Embiggen. I think it was opening hand, it was Embiggen, Emerald Explorer, Violet Warden, and Wing Guardian. Because the Wing Guardian, I think, was also in his opening hand. So he literally just kept every taunt. Or he didn't keep them, I think he actually mulliganed into them, but he just completely missed his curve. But, I mean, he played Embiggen, so... That's a hand where you don't play Embiggen on turn 1, I'm pretty sure.
None can escape my fury.
Sap is really good right now. Yeah. It's a good card. Probably don't keep this though. We are on coin. But
Oh, it's
This is why we say it is definitely above average.
Planets and stars! Power for the taking!
That's pretty good, actually. I don't like. We could coin Yeti. I think coin Yeti's pretty good. If it's brain freeze, he needs to be able to combo it. Cause like Frostbolt would clear his board too, or clear our board too. Ping Frostbolt, but you can't just ping brain freeze because you can't combo it. Probably. Never mind, he can combo it. He probably doesn't have it. That is a good Scorpid. If he has like Frostbolt Combustion, we get absolutely wrecked. Actually. I think it's kind of annoying.
I wonder.
You don't see me play too much mage. I just haven't really been offered that much mage. I would play mage, but I just haven't been offered it really.
Love the feel of wind in me sails! Quickly!
Justice is
I think mage is like probably at least the second best class right now. This turn's a little weird, but mage is the best actually. I think priest might actually be better. It's harder to play though. Because like every time I played priest, it's been like almost laughably easy. There's things that wreck us, but we're just gonna pretend like they don't exist. It's the best on HSV play, I assume, is what you're saying by more than a point. Mage is definitely really good. You can get a really bad draft with priest. I I haven't had a bad draft with Priest yet. It might be true.
Justice is mine.
I got you, friend.
He would have really wanted to polymorph if he had it, I think.
So where does the magic come from?
Just the thing is, like, oh my god, really. Priest is like really combo-y right now, which makes it really difficult to play if you don't have experience with that kind of play style. And honestly, like, you don't get that kind of play style in Arena, so I think you have to. I think if you don't have constructed experience, you're gonna have trouble with Priest right now. Honestly, it's so much different. It doesn't feel like. That's been my main experience with it. Is it doesn't feel like you're playing Arena. It feels like you're playing constructed, but you're playing with like bad. You're playing with a bad deck basically.
Go on without me.
I'm thinking about getting the ambush out. Probably should. You have some bad priest ones because you had 0 AoE. Our 12 and 1 had 0 AoE. We did not have a Holy Nova. We didn't have a Plague of Death.
Winds of the south, come to my aid.
Like, I think people overvalue that kind of stuff, honestly. Yeah, that's fine. It's not active anymore, right? It was, holy cow.
Already dead.
Can't kidnap her that, unfortunately. I mean, we could, but it's not a very good win the game strategy. I think we do kill this. You can make an argument for just smorking him, but I don't know, the totem seems pretty good on average. It did seem like to me, like it did seem like last patch you couldn't win games without Holy Nova. If you didn't have Holy Nova, you actually just lost. But I don't think it's the case anymore. There's other ways to win games.
Wait for me! I usually work alone.
I forgot about the extra mana, so we could still shiv this turn. I guess we do it. Obviously would have done something different there. You need lots of generating cards in Priest. I think you just it feels to me like if you're just trying to play a standard game as Priest, like the reason I said like it's like playing constructed. If you're trying to play fair cards, I think in Priest, if you get like a bunch of buffs, that strategy works. But in general, like if you're just trying to like play on curve and just be fair with Priest, I think you're doing it wrong. I think you need to have things that are just straight up broken. You need to have, if you have a lot of buffs, that works. But otherwise you need to have like a bunch of combos and stuff. I think it's just not very good if you're just picking like, you know, a bunch of Yetis and stuff. The problem is like you're gonna fall behind and you just lose if you don't have anything unfair, because you don't get a hero power, and that's a really big difference. Priest has no hero power if they're behind, so you can't do a strategy which involves you falling behind to like 80% of the other deck. You have to have things that are just like completely unfair, like combos to like, you know, when you have like things like having like set your opponent's attack to 1 and then steal it, you know, that kind of stuff. You need to have things like that, it feels like. Or just like, you know, these things that are like mind controls and stuff.
None can escape my fury.
The other option would be like, you know, if you get Plague of Death and stuff like that, you could just go like super hyper control Scumbag Priest too and just fatigue every mage. That's possible. But you need something. Something unfair. Be it Soul Mirror? Exactly. Like, Soul Mirror is just something that will just win you the game. Because like, if you're just trying to play a fair game as Priest, you're just playing... You're fighting an uphill battle. Doesn't mean you can't win games, but you're just fighting an uphill battle. Nice. Probably double tapping that.
Justice is mine.
You just get a 2-drop, right? You don't really want coin right now. Nice.
Justice is mine.
I think I'm gonna keep the stealth because I don't really want to like run it right into Scorpid turn. Okay. It's not bad, obviously. But this could be better. I'm gonna give this up now.
We'll be fine. It wasn't that big.
You get messed up by Rogue and Druid and Paladin. That's the thing, is like, unless you get like an absolutely insane amount of late game, you're gonna lose to every mage because mages don't run out of cards. So you lose to mage, and you're going to be unfavored against Rogue, Druid, and Paladin because they all out-tempo you. And Demon Hunter, by the way. Like, they just all out-tempo you. So...
Deal with them.
And those are like, the classes I just listed are probably like 70% of your opponents. Good thing he doesn't have an explosive trap. This would actually be a little awkward. Warrior has a lot of potential if they change it a bit. Like Troublemaker. I'm kind of glad that they nerfed. Because like, it's pretty obvious they did micro adjusts before they released. Which, I mean, because yeah, like, Warrior has really good cards, but they just don't get a lot of the good cards, I think. So they nerfed Warrior before day 1, which I think is good because like, if I was losing every game to Troublemaker on day 1, I was losing a lot of games to Troublemaker, and it's just not. It's not fun, man. That card sucks. And honestly, I don't know why they print cards like that, because like, they're not fun in the arena. They're not fun in Arena, and they don't even get... I don't think they even see play in Constructed, right? Like, it's just... They just make the game worse. Snowball cards like that? I don't know, Big Warrior might actually play it. Let me look at the Constructed deck. I'm looking at the Constructed deck. Do they play it? They do play it, so okay. There is a constructed deck for it, so I guess it's fair. His deck is hilarious, actually. Yeah, there's a constructed control deck that plays Rattlegore and Troublemakers, and it's kind of troll actually. At least it's saying playing constructed. So if that's true, then okay. At least there's justification for it existing in the game. Otherwise, it's just like, what are you guys doing? But if it's in constructed, that's fine. Okay. We kind of just I feel like if we do this, we just kind of board lock him, because like, so this means he can't play anything big. This means he can't go wide. He can't even like protect with a taunt. Like this just kind of board locks him. He can't really do anything. He tries to go like, yeah. Just thinking like the best thing you could do is like deadly shot. Okay. Still eat this thing. We may want to do that. If he's so happy to give us this, he probably has some way of dealing 5 damage. Maybe it's like a pit croc or something. Means we can deny it with this, which might make sense. We're just taking damage, so we have to use our face. But that might be okay. I don't really like any of our plays right now, actually.
Justice is mine.
Love the feel of wind in me.
Just we're not putting out a ton of damage. We're putting out like enough, probably. It's just this game's gonna be closer than I want it to be. Got the explosive or not?
Free falling.
Seems manageable. Poison, by the way. Seems pretty good. He just, I don't know. He just didn't have the right answers, I guess. His deck was actually kind of nuts. His early game wasn't amazing, though. He had a really high quality deck. I mean, he's 8-0, right? That's probably why. I guess he just got rogued. Basically. Good old roguing people.
Mayev versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
We're only at what I think we're 8. We were only at 5. Yeah, still close enough. 8, 5, same thing. It's one button off on the keypad. Same difference. I don't think we keep a Yeti.
Hello. Hail, friend.
Okie dokie.
Justice is mine.
Here's a taunt, I'm gonna cry. Deck seems to be lacking a bit of value. I mean, we have a sprint, so don't think that's really true. We haven't actually drawn the sprint like ever. He gets, imagine if he gets mirror image right now.
Justice is mine.
But yeah, I mean, we don't have like, we don't have the hyper late game that, you know, the 7 drop that Rogue usually gets. We don't have that. If we're brave, we can Divine Rager here, but I think we just want to not die.
Deal with them.
Eviscerating a 6/3 doesn't really feel like an overreaction. So yeah, I mean, our deck doesn't have a ton of like card generation. We're not really trying to play the late game with this deck is the thing. We're just trying to kill people. So our deck's fairly good at doing that. Fairly good.
Justice is mine.
This guy's kind of making it difficult though. We haven't even been able to hit his face once yet. Because I mean, our deck is basically, it's an aggro deck that has a lot of gas. We have a lot more gas than a normal aggro deck, or more than you would expect it to have. We could do this. It might be better to actually do this though. I think it is better. Only problem might be reach. Yeah, like we only have the eviscerate for reach. That's kind of the thing. Like we would want like this Twin Tyrant kind of doesn't really fit the deck, honestly. Like this thing should be a Pit Croc basically. If we could kind of choose that kind of thing, we'd rather have a Pit Croc here. And we probably want like one of these random cards. Although honestly, like the Direwolf has won us like 1 or 2 games just for being reach. So like we have that. Like this, we'd probably rather this be a Cold Blood, honestly. But I mean, the Direwolf's kind of done its job, so perfect. Perfect.
Justice is mine.
Awaken.
In this game we have a problem because we just didn't really hit our curve, so if you miss your curve against mage, you probably just... We don't have the tools to beat a mage in the lane if it gets further like this. I kind of want to save the sap for a taunt, but I mean, it also kind of feels like we just have to tempo no. If you do this, oh yeah, big guy in the middle.
Justice is mine.
I think we have to do this. It's just that sap is as good as an assassinate, so because he's not going to replay that thing ever. Get the 2 best targets naturally. What I was gonna say was I'm hoping that doing this play forces him to cast a spell. It did not, because he had a Twin Tyrant, but I mean, this is still pretty good. Unfortunately, he hit the 2 best targets, but you know, what are you gonna do? Big guys in the middle.
Justice is mine.
It's just what it looks like is going to happen this game is he's going to play a giant taunt and we're going to lose. because we won't have an answer for it. We still do have the Rusty Raider, so that's like half an answer. Sap is what you need there. To sap the Twin Tyrant. Alright. The way he's doing that kind of implies he has another AoE. I'm not gonna.
Hey, I got you, friend.
I'm not gonna respect Flame Strike though, because I don't think we beat it anyway. Even if we play around Flame Strike, I think we still lose to it, so I'm not gonna play around it.
The fate of the world
Not like this.
is in the balance.
Odds of me getting an AoE was probably like 20% or something. It's probably not that high actually. Okay. You didn't get it.
Grab the loot!
There's really just only one game plan for us still.
Justice is mine.
We'll be fine. It wasn't that big.
You saying Conjure's Calling is scary? Yeah, the odds of getting a taunt off of a 10 drop is really high, right? So he gets like 4 rolls for it. Kind of an issue. Okay. Another Twin Tyrant. So actually the 2 best targets. Or 2 of the 3 best targets. That is a decent draw, I guess. We're just gonna die. He's gonna counter lethal us probably pretty soon.
What a tragedy! Grab the loot! Free falling!
Justice is mine.
I position wrong, I guess, but if he's smart, we lose here. And there's no world where we win from this spot. I think he should have actually put the Frostbolt face here, because he had a really high chance of lethal if he just Frostbolted face. But I mean, it's not gonna matter here. Like, as long as he's clearing our board, we can't really win, right? He, it wasn't guaranteed, but he had a pretty high chance of missing lethal there.
Smart move. I concede.
There's technically a chance that We technically still had a chance, because if we taunted, he didn't have lethal on board, and we could have theoretically gotten... Actually, I don't think there is a card that wins us... There's nothing that deals 7. If your face is frozen, there's nothing that deals 7. So actually, you know, I don't think we did have an out. The best thing you can get is Fireball. So it doesn't actually work. So yeah, no, we didn't have any outs, I don't think. We were one off of having like a 1 in 1,000 out. I don't think it's even a 1 in 1,000, it's probably less than that.
Throw! For Doomhammer.
None can escape my fury.
Oh. You always draw. I was gonna say we always draw a 3-drop, and then I looked at my deck and I'm like, oh, this is our only 3-drop. Oh. Oh. Right. About that. Actually, Feral Cat is maybe a 3-drop. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Justice is mine.
I mean,
Water is life.
eh. We're not dead yet. It's fine. It's kind of weird. We want to play the Spy Mistress for sure, but we also kind of want to play it. That's an alternative. We would want to do it with Yeti, but actually now this looks pretty good. So we just hope for the best here. Probably kill the totem always, actually. Does totem synergies exist? Yeah, it was a pretty good draw. So now we probably drop Evasive Worm, like, pretty much. Unless it's, like, completely worthless here. Okay, it's gonna be completely worthless here. Actually, we might still do it now. Oh, Fan is not bad. It's probably still Evasive Worm, actually. Evasive Worm walks right into Fire Elemental, though.
I wonder.
Fan is probably actually just better. Just a little weird,
Justice is mine.
That's a thing.
In the shadows.
Amalgam MTG, thanks for the follow. Yeah, this is a real thing too. I mean, because this is basically an Evasive Worm right now. Fuck. Okay, that thing needs to die.
You up to 5 average win. Any tips? I mean, right now, Arena is kind of uncertain. No, I don't know exactly. Arena is very different than it was a few weeks ago, even. It's hard to say. Also, it's like different players get better in different ways at different times. So like if you're just 5-1 average, like I don't know what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. So I can't really give you amazing advice. I'd have to see you play and stuff like that. Wish we had a spell right now.
Deal with them.
Law cannot be targeted right now. Pick broken cards and get mage. Or priest. Or rogue. Yeah. Pick mage, priest, and rogue right now.
I wonder.
Uh-oh. I have a bad feeling about the way he did that. The fact that he hasn't done it yet probably means he just has another Molten Blast.
Drink with me, friend.
Oh my god. You played Pally and Priest only so far? The Priest is good. Pally's okay. I think Pally, they just don't... Pally probably should be the best class, but they did Microdust before, so like they don't... I think Paladin just doesn't get as many of their good cards. So, it's not as broken as it otherwise would be. So, I mean, this guy went through all this and we're still getting, like, we're still basically board clearing him. So. Spell feels kind of good right now. If we get a 1-mana spell, we could just AoE him if we want. Huh. This would also kind of work, but I don't think we need it. The one thing is like if we pick this, it's a consecration. So it could actually be okay. This also gives us a sap. Wow, this is weird. We have a sap though.
I wonder.
This is probably fine.
Love the feel of wind in me sails.
Justice is mine.
I think we'll settle for the flame strike.
Sangomar strains. The reservoir remains.
Oh, I only had one spell. I mean, that could have been worse. We can kidnap her, right? It actually doesn't do anything, but so. It has spell damage though.
Free falling.
Justice is mine.
Great getting away.
Job done.
This seems acceptable. I think Paladin is a worse version of Priest. I mean, Paladin is better at aggro than Priest right now, but I mean, I do think Priest is better also, but Paladin does aggro better than Priest does, so there is that.
I wonder.
Hey, I got you, friend.
I usually work alone.
I honestly don't even want to use my
Free falling!
Kidnapper this way, but
Justice is mine.
it's probably okay. Like as long as he doesn't get like a 0/1 mana spell and play it with Mage Scribe into Lightning Storm, like as long as that doesn't happen specifically, we should be okay. So yeah. I guess this is an okay Flame Strike. It's actually better to suicide this first,
Really, you never learn.
because we lose all of our stuff and also damages our other stuff. So it's best to kill this first.
Never learn.
And then Flame Strike.
Free falling!
Justice is mine.
Mage Triumph comeback potential could be so nuts. It's unlikely though, is the thing. It's one mistake you can make in this meta is I feel like, you know, you can play around certain things, but like you kinda just have to not play around things, I feel. It's like there's just always gonna be things that will wreck you, and it's just there's like very specific things, like unless it's something that's very likely, like you have to play around like stuff like Scorpid and stuff still more than you play around things like, you know, Lightning Storm even. Okay, deck seemed pretty nuts. A lot of his good cards were discovered though, I think. It was a good deck for the Shaman deck's usually pretty bad. I think he had a High Roll Shaman, but High Roll Shaman is like average right now. The Shaman's the worst class right now.
Maiev versus Jaina.
You put him to 1 if you just Flame Strike.
None can escape my fury.
I mean, I guess like, yeah, you keep the 2/1 alive, so I guess you do push 2 more damage, right? So that's true. But you damage your own board, so yeah, I guess, yeah, I forgot about that. So like it is closer, but this is Dirty Tricks while they have coin in hand, which is pretty good. I don't think we keep it. If you keep the Dirty Trick and then they just like coin on turn 1, you're kind of fucked.
Job's done.
And even then, you're spending too early mana not killing him, which against mages is you kind of want to kill them. It's kind of the issue.
Deal with it.
Want him to coin the Flame Waker.
Get these off of
Damn.
me.
Not the Flame Waker.
Who's broken now?
If he plays the 3/4, you just play Direwolf and you're pretty happy. You still lose the wolf to his next 3-drop though.
We have many secrets.
It's kind of a problem. I think Mirror Entity is too punishing if you play this. You basically lose the game. It's like, I don't know, it's probably like a 1 in 3 or something that it's Mirror Entity.
Justice is mine.
Raider doesn't do that much here. Fan Knives is like way worse too. I think we just tempo and hope for the best here. Nice.
Justice is mine.
I think technically in Combustion 3/3 should be in the middle. The Murloc probably should be in the middle. Minor. We probably do, I mean, we'll see. Actually, probably no matter what, yeah, we're doing Dirty Tricks plus Raider, unless we need the hero power. We do need to trigger a secret at some point so that if it's a counterspell, we can still puzzle box. I'm playing the minions on this turn because I don't want him to... He can't Flame Strike yet, and if we... our minions get a lot worse if we play them after Flame Strike is playable. Be a problem. Even more counterspell. Oh. I mean, one of them's got to be Mirror, right?
I awaken.
Excuse me? Okay.
Justice is mine. Quickly.
Okay. The other one is probably Flame Ward. I should put this on the far left, actually. It doesn't actually make that much of a difference.
A warden always hits her mark.
Flee. Awaken.
It doesn't feel amazing, but just for mana reasons, it makes the most sense. 'Cause next turn we can do both of these. Okay. Now it's turn. We're playing an aggro deck, and it's turn 8, and our opponent is at 35 health, not just 30 health. 35 health. It's always pleasant. We have a sprint in the puzzle box though, so. And this walks right into Flame Strike really hard though. I think we still do it, but the Flame Strikes we sprint first probably, and then we puzzle box. Or we probably sprint and then we like tempo for 1 or 2 turns and then we puzzle box.
We summon, not you.
Hmm.
What a lovely day!
Justice is mine.
Love the feel of wind in me sails.
Kind of awkward. And who dat? Thanks for the follow. I would have liked to sprint, but it's probably a bad idea right now.
Great getting along. Wait for me! Wait for me!
See if we can clear the possible counterspell with a Fan of Knives next turn.
Always hungry for more.
Looks like we'll have a pretty good Fan of Knives.
Time.
Probably Portal. Portal is, yeah, the most likely.
Fired up.
It's usually either Portal or Counterspell. Portal is more likely, but I mean, you kind of have to play around Counterspell too. Twin Tyrant's pretty good though. I don't know if Spellburst triggers if it gets counterspelled actually.
I wonder.
After you cast a spell? I don't know.
Think.
Grab the loot!
I think I'd actually rather the sprint get countered.
Quickly. Justice is mine.
Hopefully 15 isn't too low. It might be.
A simple spell should do.
It doesn't. I think so. I think cast a spell, it has to actually go off. Yikes. So we can Tyrant, but I'm not super happy with taking another 3 damage. But you know, we can't really prevent the damage other than playing Taunt and hoping it sticks. which it might not anyway. So I think we just accept the damage.
Justice is mine. Shadows. Hey, I got you, friend.
Is it cold in here?
Oh. Don't do it. Oh my god. He probably only gets 1 proc though, right? If he gets 2 procs, we're just gonna puzzle box. Okay, that's fine. Constructed? I know, right? Actual constructed. Guess we just play the taunt and eviscerate this. This is a 5-mana 5/5. Yeah, I think we just do this.
We'll be fine. It wasn't that big.
I mean, the one problem is we're leaving this thing up. But I don't think he's gonna do it again.
Justice is mine.
Hey, Connected Feed. First time tuning in. Have been watching YouTube videos for a while, but never had time to check out the stream. Nice, nice. Oh shit. Oh my god. He's actually gonna do it again. What's the problem? Any spell that generates another spell triggers it. Alright, he didn't get it. We might just want a puzzle box here. Because we can't take this 5. If it's counterspell, we lose. But
Fly, my pretties!
I think right now we lose anyway, so it's tragic. I don't think we had a choice though. Because no matter what, with us taking this 5 damage, I think we just lose.
Smart moves. I concede.
We're actually getting fatigued pretty soon too. So if we knew it was counterspell, you would trigger it with like the ambush. The problem is it's equally likely to be like Netherwind Portal, and if it's Netherwind Portal and you play the ambush, you actually just die on board. So then Puzzle Box doesn't even save you. So I don't think you can. I think it's just incorrect to play around counterspell there. I think it's just strictly incorrect. You just have to hope it's not it. Fan might be worth keeping against Demon Hunter. There's definitely less than a 50% chance of it being counterspell. And if it's not counterspell, not playing Puzzle Box that game is a throw. And on that turn is a throw. Just straight up, so.
Time grows short. Fear not, Trent. Hear my defense.
Even though I do actually, because he would have been the most likely to pick Counterspell. I think Counterspell was actually the most likely secret, but it was still... It's like, it was like a 20 to 30% rather, as opposed to like every other secret was like a 5 to 10%, you know? But that's still low odds. This is not a great opening for us. Losing, that's kind of nice. This is the thing, right? Like if you test the counterspell and it's literally straight up lethal, because he gets like, if he gets like a 4 damage minion, it's straight up lethal.
Deal with them. Look what I found.
I have a problem.
Just like flying a rocket.
This is like slightly better than hero powering. It forces him to, he has to hero power himself, so it at least overloads him one if he's gonna like just take this trade. It's like, it's actually not that much better than just hero powering, but I think it is slightly better still.
I grow impatient.
He might, I mean, he might just not take the trades if he wants to do a 4. Okay. Or that. Coin Rescued Raider is not the worst, but we need to coin 6s, I think. This thing does about as much as the Rager, so... This is actually pretty good right now, but this is also pretty good. All our big stuff has taunt anyway right now, so... With our hand, I think we want the Hex. Hex for the Proto Drake? Yeah, it's like, everyone has like super late game threats. I'm pretty sure the Hex is gonna get value. We'll see. If he doesn't put out a lot of pressure, that is not a lot of pressure, we can play the Eccentric Scribe here. If he put out more pressure, we'd have to taunt. Scribe is pretty good against a 2/6, so he's gonna have to clear it probably, which is like horrifically bad for him. I forgot he had that in hand. I guess I should have thought about that. This is still fine. I probably made the Smug Senior better though. The fact that he literally has that thing in hand and you know it. I don't know. We're still doing pretty fine. Even a Scribe that gets like wrecked, semi-wrecked, is still... It still did a lot. The Rescued Raider actually wasn't that bad on this turn either. You get through the Proud Defender. The Proud Defender is a 4/6 if you leave it up like this. Or not. He really likes clearing these 1/1s, I see. Or not. We have like very good cards, but it's just, we can only play 1 per turn, which is really awkward. So I think the best play right now might be Rusty Raider, but for curve reasons, I don't think we want to do it this turn. Which I mean, we probably just play this again.
Actually, I'm good here.
We have a very good variety of answers, right? We have the Hex, we have the Fan of Knives, we have the Twin Tyrant. Like, pretty much no matter what board he presents us with, we should have an answer for it, so... yeah. Perfect. We may have to MVP Dick Sosa for this.
Go on without me.
I mean, he literally called it, so...
We shall end this disturbance.
So this is the thing, because we did, because we saved the Rusted Raider, we can do Rusted plus Divine Rager if we want. Fan just got decent, though. We don't really need to fan that. We also Twin Tyrant it. Twin Tyrant is good. It doesn't let us force damage, but it's probably okay. And I mean, we could maybe force damage with Twin Tyrant. That's if you want to leave the 3-1 up. And then it's a 50-50. It's not 50-50, it's a 2 out of 3. A 1 out of 3. Actually, Fan plus Evasive Worm is probably better than Twin Tyrant right now.
I wonder.
Lets us push way more damage. By way more, I mean 5 more. Or 4 more, something. More. More than like 1. It's just that Fan might get better if we hold it for a while, but I don't think we're gonna care. Like, if he goes really wide, we just kill him.
So where does the magic come from? Go on without me. You possess.
Ooh. Nice, 2 worse targets.
Well played.
Using up our bad RNG. That is the strategy. Alright. I'll be back in 1 minute. Need to take a leak, but thanks a lot for hanging out, everyone. Of course, be right back. Gonna queue up and then run to the restroom.
Mayev versus Jaina.
You asked for it. None can escape my fury.
so terrible 2-drop, terrible 3-drop. We can do better, right? Actually, the thing is we don't have 3-drops in this deck, so this is the best 3-drop in our deck, so I think we actually keep it.
Job's done.
Ah, well, that did not get better. We have a sprint though. Our turn 12 is set. We have our turn 12 play. We missed our like 2 through 2, 3 and stuff, but we have our turn 12. That's good.
Justice is mine.
You gave something a dagger at least. That's nice.
This one's a real page turner.
Justice is mine.
It's funny when your 1-drop is better than your 3-drop on turn 3, but I mean, it's actually just better right now. I would normally play the 3, but because we had the Scorpion in hand, I think you just set up the Scorpion. Well, he set up, gave us another main to set up Scorpion, so ended up being about the same. But it's kind of funny the way this deck has been against mages. Like, mages have actually been kind of, they've been able to like pressure us, even though we're supposed to be the aggro deck. It's like, I don't know. We've been like narrowly edging out games. It's like, it's just, every game is a struggle with this deck. This is what we said after the draft. I was saying, like, you know, a lot of games are just gonna be struggles. Oh, fuck. I think I know which one you picked.
Justice is mine.
Shit. I guess we lose. He should have picked that one, right? Because we have a 5-2. Oh.
Just like flying a rocket.
Actually mind gamed us. We need to draw one of our 2 secrets. We need to like have him not really pressure us, and then we need to be able to drop Scribe, and then he needs to play into our sap. Huh. Give him that thing back. No. Okay, you know, this is this works though.
Don't let the door hit you.
I don't know what we're supposed to do here. I feel like we just have to like not respect burn damage and just do the tempo play and just hope for the best.
Justice is mine.
Love a bit of wind and wind.
Unfortunately, means we have to take that trade, I think. We can't. We officially lose the game to Pyroblast already, but we can't beat everything, that's for sure. I needed this to be ambush, but I mean, if he does activate it, it's pretty good for us. That's a Scorpid, we're kind of screwed. It's not a Scorpid. He's not prioritizing pinging our face, which means we might not be dead. that's being might not be dead is usually better than being dead. So that's good. He's also doing us a favor by continually putting on the board the exact amount of health that we can deal with. So far this game has gone better than expected by a large margin. After the first 6 turns, which were catastrophically bad, but you know, other than that. Damn. You hit the only target that mattered. We probably need to sprint here. We died a Flame Strike into Fireball no matter what we do at this point, so if we Shiv we could get Kidnapper, but then it's like that might even just be worse anyway. We probably need to sprint here. We did get the Kidnapper on a later draw. We could actually kill this if we wanted to. If we want to run everything into it, we can kill it.
No need to worry.
I don't know. We need him to like play a 9-drop or something. Even then it's a little weird. It's not a 9-drop. Fan of Knives would be a good draw here. It's not good when you play a sprint and then you're still looking for your deck for answers. That's usually a bad sign. Oh, we're just dead. That's good. Oh, that's a good draw though. I mean, if we're not dead, I'm pretty sure we're dead, but if we're not dead, obviously if he has a Pyroblast, he didn't need to prioritize pinging this whole time, but now he actually prioritized the ping on face, which means we might just be dead. Draws the Pyro from spell, yeah, he knows that the Pyro is the only spell in his deck. Oh no, he randomly discovers the Pyroblast. That's a lot more stylish, actually. I don't think you waste an evocation like that. Oh yeah, it doesn't even work. It doesn't even work. Oh god. Alrighty then.
Think.
The only thing I hate about this is like if he actually has a polymorph, we take damage and then we probably die. But I don't really want to kidnap that thing. Maybe we should. If he has another spell, you look really stupid, right? It's fine, right? Alright. There is a chance we get lethal. It's not that low. one off. Probably the carvings then, right? Mark of Nature is one off lethal. Charge Murloc, we can't do all that, we don't have enough mana. I think we just rush.
Already dead.
And we actually have to trade off a minion or else we can't even do this though. Actually, we'll do something else then.
Already dead.
Damn, we're playing really hard in the Flame Strike for not that much reason, but... This Disguise Wanderer is at a tough time though. He just keeps getting sapped. Not like this. Not like this. Actually, not like this. Alrighty. Oh. Not even close. Why is my alarm going off? I don't know why I have an alarm at this time.
Liev versus Jaina.
You asked for it. None can escape my fury.
I don't think we keep Yeti. Pointing Fish Flanger can kind of suck because you just give your opponent a 2-drop. But it's probably our best play right now.
Planets and stars! Power for the
Okay.
taking!
Justice is mine.
Right, mages never do area of effect damage, right? That would just never happen. I mean, if he was gonna sell an AoE, he would have pinged the other guy, right? So we might actually be in the clear. Ooh. That is a draw. I think you actually want this on the edge in this situation against Combustion, which is a little weird, but when everything has 1 health, you don't want this. I think you actually don't want the thing in the middle. He's not being very efficient right now. He probably just has to ghost down the wolf. You always kill the wolf there. I'm pretty sure you always kill the wolf there. That just seems wrong.
We'll be fine. It wasn't that big.
Because the wolf is a 4-2. He killed a 3-3 over a 4-2. Even though it cost him his minion also. Like, that's just wrong. Oh crap, he has big dragons. 'Cause he would have played most dragons. So he has big dragons. We're actually one off lethal, right? I'm not sure what we want to do then. Probably just ignore his minion.
In the shadows. Justice is
I don't want to miss the hero power this turn. So he needs to like have an arcane explosion basically. He needs to have like arcane explosion plus healing. That's not healing. Alrighty. We have smorked another one down. You know what's funny? Like, you probably win this game if you just hero power his face and end the turn. That probably works. Like, he probably can't kill you. Or you could Twin Tyrant too. Well, he suicides his guy and then, yeah. If you just don't give him anything to run his Twin Tyrant into, I mean his Baron getting into. The ultimate disrespect. Yeah, that would be the ultimate disrespect. You just don't give him anything and then you just say like, haha, get wrecked. And then you do that and he somehow evolves his guy and then you immediately lose and you feel really bad about it. He just like gets Cable Rat Evolve Lackey into a Tyrion and you're just like, oh, I guess I lose.
Versus Kel'Thuzad.
Curiosity will be the end of you.
none can escape my fury.
Powerwolf has actually been pretty good. I think we just try to go with this curve. We play the Slayer on, unless we draw like Spy Mistress or something. We just play Slayer on 2, and we hope it lives. And then we have a 3/4 with the Direwolf. We have a 4/4. That's how early game feels in this meta. You're just like, I'm just gonna play something. Oh shit, it's pretty good. Okay, that's too good. We do that. Yes. I think we actually hero power now. That's too good. I forgot we even had this stealth actually. That's just unfair. Holy cow. What do I think about Paladin Arena right now? It's okay. I don't think, like, it seems like you don't get as many good cards in Paladin right now, so it's just not that crazy. Otherwise it would be better.
got you, friend. Hey, I got you, friend.
I don't think we have any summon effects, but if you get a summon effect somehow, it would summon on the right, so I think you want to play around that.
It's going to be okay.
Paladin, I mean, our Paladin went like 3 it was, I don't know. We didn't have a great Paladin deck. It still went 3. I think it's the thing. I think you get lower card quality than other classes right now. Paladin has really good cards, it's just you don't get a lot of them.
Pray for mercy.
Guess we just smark his ass.
Deal with him.
In the opposition, right? Seems pretty good right now. It also seems pretty good, I guess. Unfortunately, it might be hard to outcast in this slot anyway. It's in the slot where it's, because it's on the right side in our hand and we can't outcast it immediately, it's going to be hard to actually outcast. What? Wow. What? What? Might be a counterspell? It kind of feels like a counterspell. Why would... I'm just very confused. Why is he... Why would you ever kill the 4/3 here? I should stop overthinking these games in this meta right now. Just stop expecting people to know what they're doing. Just... Because it's like, he could be like baiting us into a flame strike here. But no, you just kill this anyway. It doesn't make any sense. It's like, we could not take the damage on here to play around flame strike, but he doesn't even have 7 mana, so it's like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. The best combustion we're giving him is this one, which kills all of this, but that's manageable. He wants to reduce damage taken. But you want to reduce your opponent's mana. Like, I get that, right? But giving your opponent a mana is worse than taking a damage, I feel. Hey, this is a mech? Nice. I guess we fan here.
I wonder.
So we'll just kill whatever the portal spawns. Yeah, that's fine.
Just like flying a rocket. I got this.
You know, we're flowing a mana now, but this is just the natural play. Nice.
To control life, we must
This is fine, right? Double Arcane Breath?
serve me now.
He was just sitting on an Arcane Breath. The Brain Freeze was his one of his last draws, but like this, he was just sitting on this Arcane Breath. He's sitting there taking damage from a Divine Rager. Like, no, it's cool. I'm I'm just gonna combo with Kel'Thuzad next turn. It's fine. It's fine. Pretty high odds of lethal off of this. Nice. We also had the Shiv, and the Shiv was a... We can't lethal with Shiv this turn, but it's lethal next turn if we just Hero Power his face, so... We have lethal? We were one off, right? We were one off before the sprint. I had the Druid buff. What Druid buff? It's not. It wasn't the. That was the 8 mana. It's not that one. It's the other one. It was the one that just summons a bunch of tree ants. It was the other one. The other Druid card.
None can escape my fury.
You know, if we had the Druid AoE buff, yeah, that was lethal, but it was the other one. This thing was good in late game. In the other game. His name is Hernia. Nice. On coin, I don't think we keep a 3 mana 3/3. Awesome. For anyone wondering, he was talking about like Gift of the Wild. It wasn't Gift of the Wild, it was whatever. I forget what the name of the one we had was. It was not Gift of the Wild, it was the other one.
Love the feel of wind in me sails.
Easy 12. I mean, this deck is... I wouldn't call this easy 12 if we get there, but like, this deck is more like struggle and fight your way to 12.
You have to read this one.
Oh, okay. Definitely not easy if we get there.
Hey, I got you, friend.
Wait for me!
Which is not certain right now. I don't think he gets value out of that ever. I haven't seen like any Voracious Readers. People must just not be drafting that thing. It's a rare, right? Or is it an epic? It's all rare. People aren't drafting this thing. Oh shit. Oh. Oh, that's a draw. Oh. Get wrecked, nerd. I'm not sure if we want to play this or not. So saving, I kind of want to save the coin. I think we're gonna save the coin for the worm. And concede. Yeah, we were also stalling in case he wants to concede after that, which would be kind of fair, honestly.
It's going to be okay.
Because that was pretty brutal. That seems fine. That's a freezing trap. I mean, it looks a lot like a freezing trap, I should say. We'll test snipe. If it doesn't trigger snipe, I'm just assuming it's a freezing. Nice. Huh. I guess it's blur. I mean, these do nothing. This triggers Spell Burst, I guess. Wait, do we even have Spell Burst in this deck? We don't, right? Okay. Fine. At least it's against Hunter, right? So 4 mana, 4/3, maybe gain you like 5 health or something. Holding Spell Burst. Oh yeah, we have this Spell Burst. I don't think we only did this one time. It's never really been that relevant. Did he just... Oh. Okay. Pressure play? Alright, fine. Touché, sir. It's the 2 that trigger on minions. I forget, was it the... Oh, fuck. If it was the randomly generated one, it's equally likely to be Snake Trap. Was it the one that was randomly generated? Because if it's randomly generated, it's equally likely to be Snake Trap. As if it was drafted, it would normally be... It would be the Pack Tactics, but... If it was not drafted, it's 50-50. I guess we would play around the secrets if we did the, we could have done the Wretched Tutor of Isplay, but I think we might want to get more AoE out of this anyway.
Magic is not a toy. Life is an afterthought.
We're kind of boned, actually. Silent Bomb, thanks for the follow. We're just gonna have to do this and hope nothing bad happens. Alex seems like a really insane card in Arena. It's pretty good. We skipped one in this draft actually. To be we opted to be a faster deck, which I think has worked out for this deck. But yeah, it's one of the best value generators in the game. Because it's a 6-mana 4/9 is actually pretty good, and then it's just it might also draw you a million cards, right? So it's pretty good. It doesn't look like he has the spell. Did you play like pretty much any spell here?
I wonder.
Deal with them.
We could do this if we want.
Quickly.
I wonder.
Grades getting low. An education.
Why not just blur? Are you saying just blur hero power? Because we could do that. It's like, I mean, he has the 2/2 on board that kills our 5/2. So unless you want to give him the 5/2, you have to eviscerate a 2/2. I did not position around explosive shot properly, by the way. I definitely did not. It's going into the 5-2 probably. Okay. I mean, he's trading a bunch. Hey, look, sprint. Nice.
Justice is mine.
Sniping. He knew we had talk spin. Yeah. He knew. He knew, chat. He knew. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh, bad news for you, sir. Oh, actually, you already had this one. I mean, I have even more bad news for you, I guess. Huh. This is a little weird, actually. We can't really use our mana efficiently that well. Our natural play here would be to do this plus this, I think. But it's just we screw over our stunner, maybe. I don't know. We'll just draw ambush, right? I think we do that because we want to get the 6 drop out. It's a little weird, but
Justice is mine.
tempo 1-8 because that's our other option is we tempo the 1-8 to do this. But we walk into Twin Tyrant with this, I guess, is the one problem. Fuck. So if he's not casting a spell, we just sap it. It's a little weird. It could actually be the play to tempo Twin Tyrant here. Problem is, if we give him a, actually it's fine. We give him a 9 mana Twin Tyrant. I mean, if he happened to have a arcane shot, we get kind of wrecked. Save it for Colossus. So we could just play our own Twin Tyrant, I guess. We're taking a little more damage than we want to take, though. I guess we're gonna tempo the 1-8.
Justice is mine.
Because I guess the 1-5 taunt is actually pretty good here. Trade. I don't think we want to trade that. Go Sap Tyrant. If you trade, you Sap Tyrant, I guess that's true.
By moon and spear.
Bro, we literally have Cleave on board. Fuck, man. I'm triggered. I'm triggered. Instantly triggered. Alright, he's trying to bait us into trading, obviously, right? I'm kind of salty by that. It's literally right here. Like, playing into Betrayal is one thing. Alright. I guess we take the cleave. We could put him to... I don't think we would eviscerate his face this turn. I think we just play the Tyrant. Oh wait, no, this doesn't... I thought this would kill it. We have to also run a face in.
Quickly.
We'll see what happens here. It seems pretty good.
Justice is mine.
Just if you smork him, it's better against like Deathwing, but it should be better against everything else. I think. Most other things. I didn't trade the 5-8 and the Tyrant. I'd rather just block the damage is the thing. Like the taunt was, we got a lot of value out of just having the 1-8 taunt there. He would have gotten through our stuff. It would have been really awkward. Like I think it was right to just do what we did. Oh yeah, here's that thing, I forgot. We shouldn't die ever. I don't think we need to taunt here. Famous last words.
What a tragedy. Better write this down.
Because if you trade in with the 5-8, you're clearing off your own taunt, which means you're putting your other minion at risk, and I think it was better to just save our other minion than it was to go the deal the damage to the Tyrant there. You never kill us. 2x kill command. This was a card off of Hunter's pack, so it was never kill command. Kill command doesn't give a spell. But yeah. That was a bit of a struggle, this stack, but I mean, yeah. Very possible. Anyway, if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. But anyway, don't forget to follow if you're watching on Twitch, by the way. And YouTube people, come follow on Twitch also. Link will be in the description.